Hello everyone, my name is Katie and welcome to the Greenland Quilter channel. I hope everybody's been having a great day, and I have Myra here with me playing wingman. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so anyway, here I am again on another Friday Live. I don't know where the hell all this time is going to, because I'm totally like, what the heck? And yes, I know language, but I'm not going to apologize for saying that word. Sherry, I have a fan that is only 2 inches across, and I can't even feel air coming out of it. As far as ice, I don't have any ice. I used all my ice in my cup. Yeah, so there's that. And let me see if I can pop this chat out where I can get rid of this browser. Okay. All right. So let me say hello to everyone in the, well, Myra, you want to say hi?
Hi. I won't be able to respond to whatever you type in the chat until Kathy tells me what that is, because yeah, I left my computer in Central Florida, so I'm only on my phone, but Kathy's very gracious to let me be here anyway. So hi.
You know, you're my friend and you can help keep me straight. Okay, so we have Andrea who got in here first, I think. I believe she did. Anyway, hey Andrea, hello Sherry, welcome, welcome. Hey Andy and Judy Smith and Kim, welcome, welcome. And did I miss anybody? Yes, I did. Hello Donnelly, what's been up on your end of the Miss Florida? She works with horses. She told me that when I come to Florida, we could go horseback riding. Wow. I might have to pull my saddle out of the storage unit. I don't know. I'm awful heavy these days, probably too heavy to ride, but well, you never know. Hey Carrie, welcome, welcome. Hey Cindy. Okay, while I'm waiting on people to get in here, wanted to show you guys something. This block that we're going to work on tonight, the Starburst, let me tell you what, it has lots of going on in it. So I ended up drawing a picture and just roughly coloring it, with colors I thought I would, it's not quite close to the colors I'm using, but it's close enough. So anyway, I wanted to show you because I want you to look at all that's going on in this block. You have rectangles and squares. You have 2 different sets of flying geese that go in 2 different directions, and you have half square triangles. So
and a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah, there's 2 different sets of flying geese that I'm working with because I chose to do the way you see the color that I'm doing is I'm staying on task. So it ends up with where I have 2 sets of 4 flying geese that are going to be 2 different colors. And I discovered when I was getting everything laid out on the design board that I forgot to cut the little squares. So I got those cut. I have I'm going to sew 1 flying geese because I've already sewn the rest of them, because I wanted to make sure that this block was that I had cut properly, because the biggest concern I had was right here, getting these 2 half square triangles in the right place, because you have a flying geese here with that yellow there, but then that's a half square triangle over here which runs into a flying geese. So I had to make sure I had everything lined up right so this stuff lines up. So let me show you what my board looks like right now. You just may have to, Katie. Yeah, I have a saddle in the storage unit, a big one. So anyway, here's my layout. It's missing one up here because I'm going to sew the flying geese in front of you. But this is what it's going to look like once I get it all sewn together.
Beautiful.
So I think this block is going to look very cool, but I noticed that it's kind of it may take on a little bit of a 2-dimensional look to it, which is kind of cool too. Hey, Wesley, welcome, welcome. And Pat's in here. Hey, Pat, your blocks are beautiful. Thank you for sharing them in the Facebook group. Later in the live, I'll share the screen and show everybody your handiwork because it looks fantabulous. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to sew this flying geese so you can watch me do that. And then we're going to start sewing this block together. But I mainly wanted to talk about when those of you doing this block, keep an eye that it talks about a unit one. There's unit 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 and 4 is the flying geese, just using 2 different sets of colors. And unit 1 and 2 are just regular half square triangles. So you just got to make sure that when you're doing this block that you don't get things all mixed up, because it's very easy. You could do it. And the other thing is there was a discussion about a block similar to this one the other day. I think it was Rita that was talking about it, but she was trying to find out what the name of the block was. It had this outer ring on it. And I don't know if she ever found out what it was or not. But yeah, I think it's going to take on a bit of effect because of the way I use the colors. So, and I've been messing with it for a bigger part of the day, making sure I had everything, because when I was cutting everything out, I don't know what possessed me, but I cut my squares that was supposed to be the square part into triangles. And I have no idea why I done that. So, there's that. But it's okay. I'll use them somewhere else. So let's go ahead and get this one flying geese sewn. And then we'll start putting the block together. Yeah, I needed to lay it out because I needed to see what it was going to look like. Hi, Pam. Welcome, welcome. She says, lurking while tidying her apartment. So let's go ahead. I'm going to sew this one side on. I want to get that side on and trim it. Then I will go ahead and sew this other side on and do the same thing. And then we'll just start building the block, because I had already pre-sewed some of the stuff, because I wanted to make sure that if I was going to make a mistake, I did it. I'm fine with y'all seeing me make mistakes. That's not what I'm saying. I just wanted to make sure I had an idea how this block needed to go together, because it's a little more complicated than I first thought, but that's okay, because some of these blocks have been a little challenging. And as I pointed out, part of this whole activity is to work on our skill sets. And these blocks are some of them are challenging, while others just, is no big deal, goes right together. No problem at all. And I'll have it laid out here pretty soon. As soon as I get this flying geese out of the way, then I'll move everything over here and get it laid out where you can actually see what I'm doing. So give me a couple minutes. Let's get this flying geese made, and then I'll move everything. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome, welcome. Is it yeah, and if I said Cheryl wrong, please forgive me. My sister's name is Cheryl, which she spells it the same. No, she spells it Cheryl. She's always on my case. You're saying my name wrong, but I've always said her name the way I just said it. So I don't know. I think my hello, Jennifer. Y'all those of you who have a channel, don't forget to share your channel in here, okay? Sherry says the block is, everybody's saying they like the colors I use for the block.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have a colorful quilt. You know that? It's gonna really be colorful.
Gee, look at the mandala behind you.
I know, right?
Right.
There's a new crochet along for another mandala starting. And really? I am so seriously thinking I want to join in on it, because it's by the same designer as this one behind me. And I'm thinking, when I saw when it was starting, I'm like, I really would like to start on it. I don't know how much I'll be able to keep up with it at once, but when I'm sitting in front of the TV doing nothing, that's a good time to crochet, you know?
Yep. I eat. Anybody else eat?
Well, I don't have snacks in the house, so that's from you all. You know, I always approve of yellow, says Carrie. Yeah, you know what? I was reading somewhere where it was talking about purple and yellow are the least liked colors, and I'm like, why?
Purple?
Purple and yellow are the least liked colors.
Really? I'm shocked. Orange.
Yeah, I'm shocked by that. I would have thought it would have been, you know, some sad looking color or something, you know. I remember when I was a kid, I loved blues and yellows. That's what I wanted in my bedroom. I don't remember when I started liking purple, but I definitely was a blue and yellow kind of girl for a long time when I was young. I definitely was not into pink.
I was an orange and yellow girl, and I still love orange and yellow, but not to wear. I can't wear it, but I love it. They're happy colors.
Well, one of the colors, yeah, since you mentioned about wearing colors, one of the colors I didn't like wearing and would not buy any of was red. But now I have one red shirt. I just had a leader and I've already lost the leader. How did I lose a leader? Oh, there it is.
Well, almost everything I have that isn't like a Jacksonville Jaguar team shirt, almost everything I wear has some teal in it, so that, because for my professional clothes, when I was working and had to, dress up and wear a jacket and all that,
Yeah.
I always had something with teal in it because that way it blended with everything I owned. So
I definitely am thinking I want to make a teal, purple, and yellow quilt. After seeing so many of them at QuiltCon, I'm like, yeah, I need to make one because they're really cool colors together. I didn't know you could put teal with
can't
purple.
even go there.
Huh?
My mind can't even comprehend what that might look like.
If you were at QuiltCon, you would have seen it. It was beautiful. I didn't know teal would go with purple, but it does. It was a group. It was a group.
Purple. Babe, teal and purple is suicide prevention ribbon color.
Well, I didn't know that either.
Oh yeah, teal and purple. That's why, let's see, how do I do it? That's why I have that, which is supposed to be a semicolon with the teal and purple ribbon around it. But
Oh,
my son was learning to fade with his tattoo. I can't figure out how to do this. Anyway, my son was learning to tattoo, how to fade. And so, yeah, it didn't work well. But that's okay. I'm going to have it redone someday.
hi, Lisa. Welcome, welcome. Kids are visiting tomorrow and I have to prepare. Andy says, you're playing in the background, but I got to run a few errands. Oh, okay. Hang on a second. You just reminded me of something, too.
All right, I'm going over to the iron. I'll be right back.
Okay.
One sashing, all done.
All right, and I'm going to start laying this block out where everybody can see it. Try to, anyway. All right, because now I've got this other flying geese made. So I have it on the design board, but I'm going to take it off the design board and try to get it all on here where you can see it. That definitely is going to look neat, I think. Hi, Candace. What are you making out of these blocks? No, nothing about this. This is the 1,000. Okay, let me refresh everyone. We've been working out of this, or I've been working out of this book, and I've had some people have been joining in because they've gotten the book too. I've been picking out blocks 4 at a time. Then I make a poll and people vote on it, and then based on the percentage, we start that block. So this is the first block of 4, and it had the highest votes. So this is the first block we'll be doing on this set, and this is block number 13 right here. And basically this book has 1,000 blocks in it, and I'm doing it because it's a great way to work on skill sets, and it's fun, and I've been doing tutorials with them, and yeah, and yes, at sometime in the fall I'll probably start talking about when we are going to start putting it into a quilt. But I also think the ones who are following along and sewing, they may decide to make the decision on when they want to stop and when they don't. I'm not ready to stop making blocks yet because I intend upon doing this quilt makeup right here. This is the setup I'm going to do right here. And I think I'm going to make it a little up instead, because this one's this is 6 by 6. I'm probably going to do maybe 7 by 8 or something like that, probably. So, and we're already 13 blocks in, so we're not even at the halfway point for a queen king size. So it's up to the others who are participating in the sew along, whether they want to keep on going or stop. But it's a great skill builder because the book tells you what to cut, but it doesn't tell you how to build it, but it does show here. Let me show you what I mean. Let's look at the block we're working on right now, which is on page 339. So up under here is measurements that you cut the fabric, which, yeah. And over here, it shows you little bits of information. But right here, it shows you a breakdown of what you're building. But there's no instructions here saying you must do this, this, and this. The only thing you see here in the written part of it is talking about put pink C's and cream C's to make 4 triangle square unit 1. Use yellow C's and the gold C's to make 4 triangle square unit 2s. Then it says refer to stitch and flip in the technique file. Use the pink A's and cream B's to make 4 unit 3s. Use cream A's and yellows and golds to make 4 unit 4s. Well, I'm not using the colors they're talking about. I've come up with my own colors. No, they're going to go into a quilt. They'll eventually get to a quilt, Donnelly. I just don't have a cutoff time of when I'm going to stop and start making a quilt top. Right now we're doing blocks every other week. 1 block every other week. So we're up to block number 13. I'm just now sharing what layout I want to do, but and some may decide they want to use the same layout, or they may do a different layout. Okay, so what my plan is right here is I'm going to start like sew these together to these, or I'll probably just work down one side and work across as I'm going along. So sew this to this, sew this to this, this to this, and so forth until I work across where I have rows all across here. Because right here in the middle, we have a pinwheel. Okay, and I'm debating, I'm thinking about, I want to do the pinwheel by itself. Have this as a quadrant and this is a quadrant, since this very center is where a lot of the effort's going to go into to try to make sure all this stuff lines up. So I'm playing it by ear. Katie, after I'm done eating, I may join with you and Myra. Okay, Sherry, sounds good. Intersecting anything for mind stimulation, I'm all in. Yeah, this is very stimulating. It definitely will. I don't feel like, now some of the blocks a beginner can do. Some of them, because I consider myself a beginner advanced, I'm not an intermediate or an advanced sewer. I'm still ranking myself in the beginner stage because there's a lot of things I still don't know how to do. And also I just sometimes get things turned around. Mostly it's about angles that get me turned around. So that's another reason why I've labeled myself a beginner advanced, because I still have a lot to work on. There'll be a time where I might think I'm more intermediate, and I might be intermediate on some stuff and not intermediate on other stuff. So I feel like that's a good ranking for me. They look beautiful in old country farmhouse. Oh my. But this block is going to look cool, I think. At least that's what I'm hoping for here. Katie, I feel you have improved with your blocks since you started these blocks. Congrats. Thank you. Yeah, I'm learning so much from this, and I feel like I'm starting to get better at it. And yes, I still make mistakes, but that's okay. That's par for me. And I need to switch feet on my sewing machine. Oh, where's my little metal? Uh-oh.
Why do you need to switch feet?
Because when you're sewing angles, see,
okay.
this is a quarter inch foot.
Uh-huh.
This is an open toe foot, and I use my open toe foot for doing all angled sewing. Like when you're sewing flying geese, you can't use a quarter inch foot to do the flying geese.
Why?
Why? Because you're sewing a square with a line drawn through it, and then you're going to trim it. Well, I guess you could if you wanted to fight with it. I don't want to fight with it. It's easier to just do it like this. A lot of us switch feet. A lot of us switch feet for different reasons. Like Kimberly also uses a different foot when she's doing flying geese or paper piecing. You can't use a quarter inch foot on paper piecing.
Because
see this blade on here?
Myra? Yeah.
That would not go across the paper. It would rip the paper.
Oh, I see. Okay.
This open toe, which is also plastic, it goes right across the paper without snagging the paper. Or when you're sewing at an angle, like when you're doing flying geese where you have to do the stitch and flip, this is perfect for that because you can see where your needle's going versus if you put a quarter inch, you couldn't.
Now, all of you may have known that, everybody watching, but I am a very novice. I'm not a novice sewer, but I am a novice quilter. That's even below beginner. And that's okay. I don't care.
Does the featherweight even have a quarter inch foot?
What?
Does the featherweight have a quarter inch foot?
Oh, a featherweight has a whole slew of feet. Yes.
Yes, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we've got a bazillion gajillion feet. It's a singer, so yeah, yes. And then my Janome with for those of you that don't know, I started sewing again 4 years ago when my dad died because I inherited his Janome, and it just made me feel so close to him because he was a quilter. And so so his Janome had every toy in the book. You name it, Daddy had it.
Yeah, that 6600 is probably what has nearly everything that mine does, probably.
Yeah, and Daddy was a gadget dude, so yeah.
Hi Jacqueline, and you know what she just said? She says, I'm sitting here waiting to gather a flat tire change. Or getting a flat tire change. Ouch.
I hope you're not heating to death, and if you are, I hope you have water. Please hydrate.
And Cindy's right. We make mistakes and we learn from them. Yes, we do. And that's why I don't hide my mistakes when they happen on a live, because I feel like that, I might not be the only one that makes that type of mistake. And if you see me fix it, you might learn how to fix it yourself. Like when I was talking to Myra last night about how to realign a seam without ripping the entire row out. You don't have to do that. You can just, whatever you're trying to line up, you can go an inch on one side and an inch on the other side and then repin it so that you can get that seam to line up. And then you only have that small portion to sew instead of having to rip out the entire thing when the rest of it was fine.
And I did that last night on about 3 different sections. And it looks much better, though there are still some little areas that are you know, not perfect, but that's okay. I don't require perfection. I'm
No,
not
and
getting,
did you find it easier just ripping out portions instead of ripping the entire thing out?
oh yeah, definitely.
And see,
But
I learned that little skill from Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop on a live. She was, you know, whenever she has a seam that doesn't line up the way she wants it, she showed us how to do that. And I'm like, oh, so I don't have to take the whole darn thing out.
but sis, I learned that decades ago when I was just sewing things. Sorry.
Well,
I,
I
kn-
didn't. So.
I know you're trying to impart your immeasurable wisdom to me, but that one I did know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
No, no, no need for sorries. I appreciate you so much keeping me on the straight and narrow. Okay, guys. Oh, for those that don't know, I am sewing my very first created by me quilt. Um, and yeah, and I'm doing sashing. And so, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So, and Kathy is very kind and generous to let me do it during her time. I mean, we can sew on anything we want, but you know, she's very kind and generous to let me ask questions in general.
Oh, well, you know, I like having company, so it's a win-win for both of us.
Yeah.
Terry said, and hey, Terry says, piece all my quilts on the featherweight, and if I use only the original foot, something about paper piecing. Uh, Jennifer says it looks great, Myra. It
Oh,
looks
thanks,
beautiful.
sweetie.
She said it looks beautiful.
Thank you very, very much.
And Carrie says it looks gorgeous.
Well, thank y'all. I can't wait to finish it and get the border on
And
and
Donnelly says, hey, I'm heading. Katie, more blocks, rocks. Laugh out loud. Bye, everyone. Been fun. So she's headed home, looks like. She works with retired racehorses.
that's nice.
Yep, I think she must live somewhere outside of Ocala. Hey, Joyce, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you.
These funny glasses have lights on them and they also are magnifiers and I love them. So I use them because I'm older than dirt.
You know,
And you're allowed to laugh. I don't care.
I was about to make a comment. They remind me of a deer in headlights, but they're
Great.
cool.
They are so not cool. They're corny, but I don't care.
I don't think they're corny. I think they're cool. I didn't know there was such an animal out there.
I saw it on As Seen on TV.
Wow. That's right, you do have cable. I forgot.
Well, when I'm home with Mr. Wonderful, I have cable. Here at Mother's, I don't have diddly.
She doesn't have TV.
Oh, she has TV, but I have to watch Netflix or Disney or Prime.
Well, that's not TV. That's just streaming.
Well, I don't know what it is, but anyway.
I forgot when I was over at your house that y'all were watching other things. And I know I did my fair share of watching stuff up in the bedroom when I was trying to go to sleep. I'm like, oh, look what's on the TV, man. Let's watch this.
Y'all, my husband and I were born in 1958, and we are very much a product of our age. And so we watch a lot of television. Yes, we both are chunkier than we should be, me more than him. But anyway, but we go to Disney, so we walk some of it off, and he golfs and I watch him. But anyway, so we have a television in our bedroom. We have a television in our guest bedroom. We have a television in his office, and we have a television downstairs. No one needs two people do not need 4 televisions. And we have 3 in our motor home, 1 in the living room, 1 in our bedroom, and 1 outside. Yes,
I'm
it's
sorry, but
horrible.
I think you do. Because yeah, I like TV too. So join the club.
Now, lest you think I'm awful, I also love to read, and usually read about a book a week.
What kind of books do you like to read? I've never asked you that, I don't think.
I like historical anything, fiction or nonfiction. I like mysteries. Yeah. Kind of like my movies.
I can't wait for the next Godzilla movie to come out.
You watched that when you were down here in Florida with me?
What, Godzilla?
Oh, no, you went to Dune.
Yeah, we saw Dune. I would have loved to have seen the last year's Godzilla in the theater. It would have been more fun. But the next one's coming out on my birthday next year. Or is it no? It's either next year or it's 2027. It's one of them. Okay. Now I'm gonna put this back. Let's move this back over here. I'm gonna be moving this back and forth because I have to, unless I can come up with a different plan of attack here. I'm putting these back so that I don't accidentally put something in the wrong direction, which I think I just did. Hold on a minute. I gotta have a quick peek here at this picture. Okay. I thought for a minute I had done something wrong already, but it's okay. What did I do with the, oh, there's the other one. It's like I can't find the other one. All right. So now we've got this first row all pieced together. Sounds like my television setup, Myra. Only the kitchen, dining room, garage, and bathrooms have no TV. Man, if I could get away with a TV in the bathroom, that would be so cool, but that's not possible.
Why not?
Because when you take showers, it gets quite steamy in there, and I think it would destroy a TV doing that.
They have indoor-outdoor TVs.
Huh?
They have indoor-outdoor TVs that are made for moisture.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they go on your back porch.
Oh, I thought those were just regular TVs that you take a chance at it getting killed. Hey, Canadian Life, welcome, welcome. Jacqueline says, saw your second anniversary show yesterday late. I know, but I think I was either in Maryland or on a plane when you first aired. Thank you for watching that. I am blown away by that, the amount of people who have watched that video, even after the live, because it's got over, it has almost, Myra, it has almost 1,300 views on it.
Oh, honey, I'm so proud for you.
Wow. And I would not have suspected that.
I'm so proud of and for you.
Oh, thank you. I try to do my best.
Y'all, when she first told me she was going to do lives, I have to admit, in the back of my head, because I'm her longtime friend / sister, I thought, there is no way this chica is going to get on a video live stream and chit chat with, just go for it. And by gosh, by golly, she did. And I'm so, so proud of her.
There was a while there, I was wondering if I wasn't a little bit insane thinking I was going to do it, I did pull the trigger. I had the opportunity to pull the trigger for like a year, and I didn't because I was afraid. And see, you knew that that's probably why I wouldn't go do a live, because I was afraid.
Yeah. But I'm so very happy and proud of you that you did.
Thank you, Sissy.
I mean, it's just lessons here.
I still have a lot to learn, but I'm getting there. Carrie says I enjoyed it. You know, a few people stayed with me the whole 12 hours too, which was pretty darn amazing.
Well, you know what I was doing that Saturday? I was waiting for my mother to get out of surgery, or I
I
would have been there.
know, because you were there, you were with us for a little bit, and then you had to. She got
Yeah.
hurt, and
Yeah,
then and everybody was concerned, asking if I kept, asked me a couple of times if I'd heard anything from you, and I'm like, nope, not yet. But I knew you would get in touch with me when you had good, news.
Yep. Yep.
See, Terry said she was there the whole 12. I know that Shelby was there the whole 12. Trying to think who else was there for the whole 12. There was several people that was there for the whole 12. And there was at one point where I had 70 people and didn't even know there was 70 sitting in there watching. And I have never had 70 people watching me at once.
That's so awesome, honey.
Usually it's probably maybe 35, maybe 40 might be watching. But that night there was 7. I don't know what time that night that they were there, but they were there because the analytics told me they were. And I don't tend to look at my analytics during a live because, that's just distracting myself. Joyce said she was in and out. And I knew that there was lives going on Saturday, because the usual lives there was, I started at noon Eastern Standard Time. So that meant that Laura Lynn had a live that afternoon. There was other people in and out of there through Saturday afternoon Eastern Standard Time doing their lives. So I knew they would be in and out. That's why I said, I know you want to go see other people's live. This is an open door kind of thing. You come, you go. You come, you go.
Sounds pretty good to me, actually.
Yep. I'm not going to ask anyone. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice if a lot of people stayed 12, but I would never just say, hey, you have to stay. Nope, not happening. And the 2 years in a row I've done my New Year's live, it's turned out to be a great time to do it. I just need to figure out how I can get better at showing the fireworks when they happen. I'm still having trouble trying to figure that one out. Maybe when I get a new camera, that'll help. So I set you know what I did? I got to thinking about how can I save up for a camera? Because I've been getting super chats a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. And those super chats get thrown in with whatever money I make off of ads. And I keep the ads turned off during lives. And I got a message from YouTube asking me they gave me a list. Please check off the reason why you do not turn your ads on during a live. And so I answered the question. I'm just not going to do it and have anyone leave because, it's some people don't like the lives. And, I would rather them stay and watch and me get watch hours than I had to make revenue from an ad. Denise wants to know how your mom is doing.
Thank you for asking. She's in rehab. She's in physical therapy group an hour a day, OT therapy group an hour a day, and physical therapy treatment an hour a day. And they still have her on a lot of tramadol, so she's groggy at 91 and can barely stay awake, but she's trying. And not TMI, but TMI, her Foley came out today. She has a UTI and her Foley came out, Foley catheter. So we're all really excited because she was able to transfer to the toilet. And so we're just all really excited. It's kind of like having a wee child again that is learning to potty train, and you get so excited when they do it in the toilet. So anyway, Sorry, but thank you so much for asking. And if you're a prayer or a good thoughts thinker, yes, please remember my mom. And if you let us know about your prayer needs or good thought needs, I will do the same for you. So, yeah, thanks.
Let's see. Carrie says I stayed as long as she could. Denise says public speaking skills pays off on doing live. Yes, it does. I mean, I had public speaking in college, and a lot of the things that I, learned in that class, I've gotten better at doing. When I first started out with my lives, I didn't realize. It's funny. The only way you know if you're doing it right or doing it badly is go back and watch videos. And I'd go back and watch my videos. And the two biggest things I saw was me touching my face all the time and this kind of thing all the time. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta stop doing that because I would have never done that in a public speaking thing. I don't know why I was doing it. I didn't even know I was doing it, but now I've gotten way better about it. The only time you really see me touching my face a lot now is if my eyes are bothering me or my nose. Katie, someone hasn't forgot about this. Joyce wants to know, Katie, when are you and Sean doing the stitch collab, or did I miss it? No, you didn't miss it. We haven't done it because Sean didn't come to the 12-hour, and we were supposed to have done the collaboration. I thought we were going to do it during that, but it didn't happen. So I will let you know when he lets me know he has time to do it. But I did. Do you want to see my stitch it kits? Because I got them in the mail. They actually were here Friday, but I didn't get an email until after the post office closed. So I couldn't go pick them up on Saturday. So I ended up picking them up Friday or Monday. But I can show you the stitches because they came in.
I'm loving that block, sis.
Huh?
I'm loving that block.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty darn gorgeous. I would like that to be better, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Really grand.
She says, I always keep my friends in good thoughts, said Carrie. Hey, Linda. Linda says, good evening, Katie and Myra, and all in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Pat says, I had the live on the whole time, but must confess, wasn't watching the whole time, trying to play catch up with different. Yeah, if you had it running, that's fine. I'm not going to complain. If you watched even part of it, it's fine by me. Anytime someone spends a little bit time watching or even running my live, I'm happy about it. You'll be surprised how many people's channels I watch. And if I'm going to go to sleep, I leave their lives or their whatever I was watching running on the two computers when I go to bed. Jennifer says, I agree, it's a beautiful block. Oh, thank you guys. I was hoping you would like my color setup. Because I was worried about this right here not working with this light blue. Because I thought it worked, but sometimes when you put it all together, you're like, oh, I don't know. Joyce says, it's already pretty damn gorgeous. Thank you, Joyce. Oh, y'all are making me feel happy. I think Myra's doing a good job on her quilt too.
Thanks.
I can't wait to see when you get it all finished.
That'll be fun.
Yep. And then you'll have a quilt to put on your bed for Christmas time.
It's actually just going to be a couch quilt.
Oh, okay. Got you. Well, you have a big enough sofa over there, so.
Yes, we do.
I mean, yeah, y'all have lots of, yeah. Oh my goodness. I kind of like the chair, or I did like the chairs. The recliner ones.
We have reclining couch and reclining love seat. And so when it's movie night, we can take the love seat and face it toward the TV and the fireplace so that you're actually, it's kind of like theater seating. And we like to do that when we have family over. So
Well, it was definitely enjoyable.
I'm sorry I can't see what y'all are typing.
Well, let me see here. Terry said she just hit 1K yesterday. Hey, congratulations. And then Joyce says my biggest struggle is picking out fabric. And Carrie says I was excited to be able to sit and sew with friends. And Joyce says congratulations to Terry. And Carrie says like that today. Wow. Congratulations, Terry. Terry's channel is doing really good.
That's so exciting.
She knows how to fix featherweights. She rehabilitates them.
Aww.
That is awesome, Terry. You know what? It's time for you to come over to my channel and do a podcast with me. A pre-recorded podcast.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Yeah, because we can talk about her sewing machine.
I would definitely tune in. I love me some featherweights. Whoops.
And I want to get her and Zaza on a podcast. Sherry's here. Yay.
I made it.
Yay, welcome. So I want to know all about that hot date you had last night.
Do tell, do tell.
Oh, it was nice. 46th anniversary. And my husband says, let's do something for it. And I said, okay. I said, what about going to the melting pot? That's a fondue place.
Right.
Yeah.
And
they
so
had one in Gainesville.
Yeah. So we said, okay. And here he called and made reservations ahead of time, told him it was our anniversary. When we came around to sit at the table, there was rose petals all around the table.
Wow.
And these roses was there.
Oh, that's so cool. Sounds like you had a good time.
We did. We enjoyed it. We didn't go.
How many years? How many years?
46.
Oh, that's beautiful. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're knocking on the 50 door.
I know. Well, he normally, for which he did, they're downstairs. Every year since we've been married, he's got me one rose for every year we were married.
Oh, wow.
So I got 46 roses this year.
That was pricey, I bet.
Well, we've learned that if you go to the grocery store in the floral department, there's a big difference in price. And so I tell them, you go there, you know. One year
roses are roses, regardless of where you get them at, you know.
Yeah.
So,
One year he got me a rose bush. And then one year he got me a bedspread that had roses all, you know, the pattern was roses.
Oh, that's so cool. See here. Here's some comments.
Okay.
Terry says, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Cindy, this is for Myra. Have you thought about your next quilt project? Terry says, that's so adorable, Sherry. How many years? Which you just answered.
Yeah.
Jennifer says, that's great. And Terry says, wow, nice. And Jennifer says, happy anniversary. Joyce says, happy anniversary. Roses are so romantic, says Joyce. And when you were ready to answer that question, Myra.
Okay, thank you for asking, Cindy. I have on my hand stitch quilt frame that I showed yesterday, a quilt for my grandson that's been sandwiched. I hand sew. If I'm making a floor quilt for my younger grands, I take a panel and add to it. And I really enjoy embroidery and hand stitching, so not hand quilting, but just hand stitching. And so I sew around things on the panel. So that's on there. And then I have two quilts that I picked up at either yard sales, flea markets, thrift store, antique store. I don't remember exactly where, that need their tops. And I got them for $15 or less. And they need some tender loving care. And then they need to be quilted. So I've got two of those in the pipe that I have to repair them, but I like hand sewing. So that's right up my alley. So yeah, but as far as my next quilt, I think the next time I do a real quilt, I'm going to bat my eyelashes at Mr. Wonderful and get him to buy me what I consider to be very expensive, a king or a queen size quilt already cut out. So maybe I'll do better than I'm doing right here. So anyway.
Well, you said that cutting out kind of scares you cutting into the fabric, but go buy some fat quarters, or if you have fat quarters, or just start cutting. Just cut.
That or go buy you some ugly fat quarters.
Yes.
You'll find a sale table where they have fat quarters or fat eighths that nobody likes because they're not pretty. Bring them home, cut them up, and turn them into something. And after a while, we all sometimes it's like, oh, I don't want to cut this, but in the end, you usually, when it starts talking to you, you're gonna want to cut it.
Yeah, it's like you could do 2.5 inch, 4 inch, 4.5 you out of a flat quarter and then go into the squares if you want, just to get more comfortable with your measurement and cutting fabric.
That's a grand idea. That is a grand idea. Thank you, ladies.
Yeah, and if you don't want to use a fat quarter, get some fabric, cotton, a shirt, a cotton shirt, an old cotton shirt. Cut it up and then cut it into strips.
Terry says Michael's near her has ugly fabric. 1 yard on a card, $3. Jelly rolls, $5. See, there's ways to get you in the mindset to just getting used to cutting into something. I have stuff I hadn't cut into. I have unopened bundles of batiks, but I've been working out these scraps for the last how many months now?
Quite a few now.
Quite a few now. And I swear to God, the pile's getting taller instead of shorter.
It does. Just smaller in size, but the pile doesn't get smaller.
Yeah, it's like it should be getting smaller instead of bigger.
Myra, you might like to do the jelly roll or the pre-cut.
Yeah, the jelly roll would probably be
instead of yardage. It might be.
Well, I have a beautiful jelly roll quilt that is purple and teal and metallic gold, and it's got dragonflies, and I haven't had to do much cutting with that, so that's been fun.
Well, good.
And isn't the jelly roll?
I have a lot of UFOs.
Oh, don't we all?
We're not going to even talk about UFOs. Oh my God, I have so many of them.
Oh, Katie.
A couple of them I want to mess with. I pulled one of them out they had to do where I traded blocks with other people. It was the red, white, and blue thing going on. And I did like I managed to get like 2 or 3 rows put together because I did something special in between. And now I got to thinking about this the other day. I'm like, oh my God, what if I can't remember how I was doing those sections? I'm going to be screwed if I don't remember how to do it.
That's where I am with that one quilt. I did it 2 years ago on a camp out and I was killing it. And then I put it away and now I'm kind of like, what was I doing with this? I don't really remember.
That happens to all of us. I think if we can not be afraid to write on our patterns or
Oh, I've got no pattern. I've never used a pattern for anything. I just think it up and do the math, and yeah.
I would just write it down as you go so you can remember.
Yeah, be better about documenting things. That's why I've been using the notebook to write information in.
You're right.
Let's see.
Because you could be a pattern writer.
Yeah.
You know, you could really end up doing something.
It's like this soap, which we're going to work on tomorrow. The channel sew along, the quilt still doesn't have a name.
Oh yeah, the quilt.
Because
that's it. The quilt with no name.
Yeah, it's the quilt with no name. Yep, exactly. But anyway, I had all of that in my head, and then Andrea made a comment the other day. She has a surprise for me. She's been writing the information into a pattern.
Ooh.
So that people will have it, because I just have, I mean, I can write down the information, but writing a pattern, I have no idea how to do that.
Andrea's good at doing that too. And she likes to do it.
And this sew along is because you're doing my sew along too.
Yes.
Sherry is. This sew along, I think, has lots of potential to go on for a little while, depending on what size, because I definitely think I want to make one big enough to go on our bed. And, you know, I have more than enough doggone charm packs in this house to do it with. I just need to figure out what I want to put for the, on the back of it, because that's where I'm going to come up short, is backing.
And well, you should be okay. It shouldn't be too bad, because since it's a scrappy quilt, you put your favorite color.
I thought about I have some fat quarters in a container that I kind of didn't know what I wanted to do with them. I might just sew them all together and create a backing out of that.
That's a good idea.
Because it's a scrappy quilt anyway.
It is.
So
it'd
why
be
not
perfect.
Make it scrappy on the back too.
Yeah.
You can have a reversible quilt.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be all colorful and nice, and and why is this particular piece giving me a hard time?
Hey, Katie, you have wanted a camera, you said.
Yes.
Or a new tablet.
I either need a tablet. Well, I could use both, but I'm not going to be greedy here. One or the other.
Well, I have one that I can send to you if you could end up paying for the postage. I used it and ordered it for my long arm at one time, so I could actually do stuff, commands on it. It's a Samsung.
And it's what I wanted, was a Samsung, because I wanted an unbranded
Samsung.
Sherry,
that's so sweet.
That's so sure.
Oh my gosh.
It's like new
too. Oh my goodness.
Sure,
I'll pay the shipping for it, no problem.
Okay. It's like a liquid picture. I mean, it really gets a good picture. It's charging right now because I haven't but anyhow, I hardly used it. And it's been in my drawer.
Oh, thank you.
And my husband don't need it. My grandson don't need it. We don't have anyone. And I thought, I pay good money for that. But I thought several months ago, oh, you know what? That'd be good to give to Katie. And I forgot about it.
Oh,
and then I just remembered. So
yeah. I appreciate that. You have no idea.
I know.
That's
Well, it's
awesome.
better it's being used, right? This
Yeah.
is the case is really ratty on the outside.
Well, if you give me the information of what the Samsung name is and everything, I'll go on Amazon and order a new case for it.
Okay. I'll try.
Because cases are not expensive, or they weren't last time I bought one.
It's 116 gigabytes.
Wow.
It has Wi-Fi. I wanted to turn it on, but maybe it doesn't have enough battery power
It
yet.
looked like he's saying it needed to charge the battery.
Oh, wait, what's this? I'm looking at it. Maybe I can find the directions to it. That would help.
Andrea says she's doing the king size, so she's figuring for whoa. I am figuring for that size and down to, oh, you're going to do all the sizes, Andrea? Wow. So you're still, but she says she's been sick and unable to sew, but she worked on the pattern. Thank you. You guys are so, oh my gosh. I'm not going to cry.
Anyhow, I'll try to get it out.
Okay.
I have to pack it up really good, because it's a string.
I would put it, let me get a case ordered for it, and I'll probably order one of those sleeves with the, what do you call it?
I wish I knew. I don't know. If it boots up, then I'll know whatever it is and what kind of Samsung. But yeah, when you said that quite a few months ago, you said something about a Samsung, and I thought,
I told Nikolai, I said, I can't use my Kindle for certain. The Kindle's nice. You've seen me using it. The problem is I can't use YouTube on it because of it being some kind of rule between Amazon and Google. I don't know what the heck, but anyway, you can use a generic app to look at videos, but you can't comment. You can't do lives on it. You can't do anything on it.
Yeah, see this, and it's just like it's a tablet. You can get your emails and go online and everything.
When I bought the Kindle, I didn't think anything about maybe there would be restrictions on what I could or couldn't do on it,
Yeah. Yeah. I think you'll like this. So.
Oh, I will. I used to have Samsung phone, and Nikolai talked me into switching over to the OnePlus, and I was telling him the other day, I was having trouble. The camera on my phone, and it could be because my phone's old now. It's a 2018 model or 2017 model, and it can't tell when you're taking a picture, especially with purple or that violet color batik that you guys been seeing me use on and off. The camera makes it look like it's either a gray or a black. And I have tried every which way to get a picture out of it. And I did pictures again today. And that one that has that violet on it still looks like it's gray. And I took it outside in the sunshine where it should have picked it up, and it didn't. And I told Nikolai, I said, I think I need to switch back to Samsung because at least the pictures would be better. But if I get a tablet, I can just use the tablet too.
Yeah.
Because I posted all of my blockhead pictures today. Sherry, if you ordered it on Amazon, you can go into orders and find it on your list.
I didn't order it through Amazon. I ordered it through my long arm company, which is a Camel, because they were setting it up. They had a special software that they set up for, I forgot what kind it was called, to where it could link to my machine.
Wow.
My machine computer. But awesome. You could use it separately. You don't SoundWire. It is the software that they had added to it.
Cindy says, go on the tablet, go into settings, and then the about section. It will give you the information about the tablet.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to charge up.
And then Andrea said, I didn't finish reading everything Andrea said about the pattern. She says, yes, I want to be able to offer it to anyone you want. So that's why she's doing the different sizes. She's also writing it for yardage as well. So in case those who don't have charm packs don't have to have charm packs. And when I did the poll, we realized there was what, 5 or 6 people who didn't have charm packs in their house.
Oh,
So they
really?
were cutting from yardage and fat quarters.
Yeah, I only have yardage. I'm over here ironing.
Okay.
Well, we'll let this charge for a few and see what
Yeah, it
happens.
probably just needs charging. That's probably
Yeah,
all it is.
it hasn't been pulled out, so it won't take. We'll have it up and running.
One thing I discovered about my Kindle, because it's way older than my phone, and I might not have even, if I forget to turn it off, completely turn it off, so it sits and it may, I may not have used it. Let me see if it's dead, because I don't know if I remember turning it off or not. Yeah, it's dead. So if I don't physically turn it off and leave it, even though it's not being run or used, it dies.
Well,
And
do you have the settings on, you know how you can go into the settings and set when does it go to sleep, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, and it has a never. I wonder if that could
probably
be
something I need to change in it. Yeah,
it might be set on never, then it will continue, it'll take your battery away.
Yep. Charm packs have gone up in price lately, says Cindy. Yeah, the reason I decided to do this charm pack thing is because I went through this spell of when I first started out. I was a noob. Well, I'm still a newbie, but I'm smarter. I'm a smarter newbie now. But anyway, you know how you get sucked in and they have sale pricing, and I was getting charm packs and sampler boxes, and before you knew it, between 2015 to 2020, it's like, I have too many charm packs and I haven't sold not one of them.
Oh yeah.
I stopped buying charm packs, and at some point, I didn't have very many jelly rolls, but at some point I decided I wasn't going to buy any more jelly rolls. So right now I have the one you see over here on the back of the wall, and then 2 other ones. And those are the only jelly rolls I have in the house. And I have probably about 10 layer cakes, and I have maybe 20 jolly packs.
What is that?
A jolly one is this. It's a 5 by 10 here. I'll show you what it looks like.
That's a nice size, Myra, to do
it looks like
no
this
cutting.
Yeah, this is one of those no cutting things.
And you can put you can put your border around it. You're sashing like you did on yours.
Yep.
I like how she peeked in around the corner.
Yeah. If you buy these from Fat Quarter Shop, you even get a freebie pattern with it.
Myra, I liked how you peeked around the corner there.
Oh. Yes, well, I'm over here ironing.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, y'all are gonna love this. Let me see. Hang on.
So I went in there to tell that thing to play my music, and do I hear music? No.
Y'all see my little baby iron?
Oh,
one.
Sweet.
You can't find one.
Is that not the cutest little thing? It
is.
Cindy says, I don't like jelly rolls lint so much. She does like layer cakes. The reason I stopped buying the jelly rolls, well, actually all the pre-cuts except for Fat Quarters, is because sometimes you get some in the jelly roll that you're like, oh, I don't like that color.
I think it kind of limits you on what you can, you know.
It does.
It has to be 2.5 inch wide at least.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't just pull a jelly roll. Well, you can and use it with a pattern, but you have to pull other stuff with it.
Yep. I've gotten now where I just like yardage and fat quarters. For a while there, I was mostly just buying yardage, period. Like I had a piece of what I thought was a fat quarter left over. And when I picked it up, I'm like, that feels like it was yardage at one point. Sure enough, it was. It must have been, I must have used it before and don't remember using it for whatever I used it for. And this dark blue is what it came off of that piece. And but I decided, with I have a few Batik fat quarter bundles, but I also have an ungodly amount of Cape Facet of all things.
Oh, well, lucky girl there, because that's
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
beautiful
show you all
fabric.
my Cape because the Cape is adding up. The Cape kind of happened where some of it came in slamper boxes, so some of it's old.
It's
back
probably worth
20
something.
Yeah, probably. And then I don't know, 5 years ago, so yeah, I had one of these bundle things for Cape. It was some special they were doing, and they did it for like 2 or 3 months. And so I think they were doing them on the, I don't know if it was the Tuesday night live or if it was the Saturday night, but when they did used to ship here, I bought a few of them. And so now I have like several. Oh my God. I have so many.
Yeah. Well, when asked about the jelly bars, wasn't sure what to do with them. Well, you
jelly
can cut them
bars.
down into 5-inch squares, but
Yeah.
go on to Fat Quarter, go on to YouTube, one of them, and Fat Quarter Shop. They should have, I think they have video on
Yeah.
on that too.
They
Or you
do,
can
and
go to
also,
Fat Quarter Shop and they have videos off of their website.
yeah, there's all kinds of freebies for the jelly roll or jelly bars.
Jelly bar.
And all a jelly bar is it's a layer cake cut in half, and you buy one half of the layer cake. So you could take an entire layer cake and make 2 jelly bars just by cutting it in half.
The heck comes up with all these names? I'd like to know.
The jelly bar is a fat quarter shop thing, because Kimberly's last name is Jolly.
Oh, okay.
So this is a thing unique to fat quarter shop.
All righty.
I didn't know her name was Jelly.
And it's the same thing with so yeah, they have the Vegas strip set, and those are 6.5 inch, I think.
Oh, I wonder if her daughter's named Holly Jolly.
No, her daughter is actually Emma.
What?
And so all the patterns that have "It's So Emma" on it, or the books that have "It's So Emma," it's after her daughter.
Aw.
Because she only has the one daughter. The rest of them are boys. I'm like, I would have wanted to kill myself having 4 boys.
Oh, she had 4?
Yeah, well,
I wanted 4 boys.
yeah, 4.
I wanted 4 boys, but God knew what he was doing. He gave me 2 and 2, so it's all good.
Yeah. Yep.
Girls were just easier to me. Hey, John, welcome. I don't know. My son was a handful. He was always keeping me on my toes.
Oh, they'll come. I mean, they're not afraid to do stuff, but girls have a lot of drama.
Everybody talks about teenage years and girls being drama queen. My girls were not, and I'm not saying my girls were perfect, but they weren't like that. I mean, Lynette was friends with a drama queen, and her mother would call me, "Can Lynette come over and help calm Chatley down?" And I'm like, "Why can't you calm Chatley down?" Wow. I didn't tell her that, but I couldn't understand why her, as Chatley's mom, couldn't handle the problem. Why did my daughter have to come over and be her little wet blanket,
Because Mama couldn't handle it.
Not. I didn't go through. I think the one that was the moodiest, if you want to talk about being moody, but none of them were drama queens, but Kristen was a bit moody, but she was moody when she was a baby. she would go through this little speller where she just would cry for no reason at all, except, she was grumpy.
Well, there was a reason, you just didn't figure it out.
No, a swat on the leg seemed to fix it, though.
Don't swat the baby.
Oh, well, it worked. She stopped the squalling. Because
Says
nothing you did worked.
says the grandma who told my daughter-in-law to go take a switch to my grandson today.
Now, I would not. Yeah, now switches, no. Did I ever tell you about the time that my dad had us go get a switch, Myra?
No.
You're gonna laugh when you hear this one. He was gonna use a switch on us girls, and he told us to go outside and cut a switch. So in the front yard was this pear tree. And so as we all know, pear trees limbs go straight up like a cane pole does. And us three girls were like, he's gonna beat the crap out of us anyway. Let's go get one of these. So we climbed into the tree and cut 3 really long ones. And we go walking in the door with these big switches,
That would have been hard for him to swing that.
Yeah. But when he saw it, he just burst out laughing. And he's like, I'm not going to do this today. But don't think you're. And he told us, he says, if you try to do that again, I will use them on you. And we got out of a whipping that day.
Wow.
All because we come diddy bopping in with these switches that were 10 feet long,
He didn't give you the requirements.
No, he didn't. Because, man, switches hurt. And we were just,
Yeah.
I don't even know what possessed us to do it, because we thought he would use it on us. And when he didn't, it was like, we're looking at each other like, wow, we just got off from getting a beating. Switches were way better than his belt. That was the only time I think we ever got out of one, was because we done that. And I guess it must have been funny to him, because he just busted out laughing. And
it probably was, to see his 3 girls come in with these long switches that,
you could go fishing with.
Yeah, and probably thought, that's pretty smart of them. They were smart enough to figure that out. I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah. We had climbed up in the trees to get them. It was pretty
that's funny.
I mean, there was azalea bushes right out the front door, and you could have got plenty off of those.
Oh, no.
Hi, John. John Hare.
Hey, Randy, welcome. Hey, Patty G. Good to see you.
I just noticed a few here.
Randy says, my grandma had a whippy willow tree. We had to get ours too.
I would get the leaves of the weeping willow. I wouldn't get the sticks.
Man, my mama likes getting the really ones that were about this long and really thin. Oh my God, those would hurt.
My grandparents, I never remember either one, either side, never spanked us. I don't even. And my grandma on my dad's side, they watched me and my cousin, which was a boy, and a girl that was the same age as us, and it was before school, and they tried to get us all, before we were old enough to go to school, they tried to get us all on the couch to lay down and take a nap. Well, 3 kids, we're jumping, we're doing this. Well, my grandpa was a carpenter mason. He had one of those wooden measuring sticks that would unfold.
Yeah.
He'd start unfolding it and says, now, if you don't, I'm going to have to use this.
Oh, no.
But he never used it. Now, he might have been on my one cousin because he watched them more, but yeah. And so we all remember that wooden ruler, retractable carpenter's ruler.
When we were in elementary school, the teachers liked taking just a little 12-inch ruler, and pop us across the top of our hands with it.
Yeah. I remember, there's a lot of school, a lot of people probably disagree with me. But, like corporal punishment in school, I never believed in it. And they didn't do it. I mean, at least I didn't see any kid get whacked when I was growing up.
Oh, I got paddled.
Well,
My sisters got paddled.
well, I said, if my kids was that naughty that they needed to be paddled, they better call me, because whoever's going to do the paddling is going to be somebody who loves them, not somebody that is right. Well, then it was grade school. My daughter says that one time she almost thought she was going to get paddled. I says, he better not have. She says he didn't, but he threatened. But my son, he was, I think he was in first grade. And the first grade teacher, I guess he was either walking wrong in line or something. She put him up against the wall and started yelling at him.
Oh my God.
So that night I found out about it, and I went up to her. She was a little bitty thing, but I went up to her and I says, I hear that my son got out of line or something in line, she says, yes, he did. And I says, and I hear that you put him up against the wall. And I says, the next time anybody goes against the wall, it's going to be you, and I'm going to be the one that's putting you there.
Yeah.
I says, no one, I told him, I says, no one touches my kids but me and my husband.
My parents this is when we were still living in Orlando. So we were quite young, and I guess my parents were working at night or something at some point or another. And so we had to go to this daycare center thing. And one night, us girls were just giggling in the bed, and the lady that was watching us came in there and told us to shut up. And my middle sister said, no, you're not going to tell me to shut up. Do you know what she did? She beat the tar out of my sister with a paddle. The paddle had holes in it. So my sister had marks all over her. And when my mother saw it, my mom came unglued.
Yeah.
We didn't go back there again.
No. Yeah, I just felt that, I mean, I know that they had it, but not they stopped it when I was in school. And I just guess that's why I didn't believe in it. And then,
when I had mine going to school, there's a paper that you signed saying that you agreed to it. And I went up there and I said, I'm not agreeing to you laying a hand on any of my children.
Yeah.
If they need to be punished in that manner, I'll take care of it.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, they could punish them at school. Just don't lay a hand on them,
Yeah, exactly. Because it was one time where I was going to get a paddling because the
Randy says that they got a new paddle every year for him.
Oh my God.
Oh. Well, you probably had your name written on it. It probably said Randy.
In the fourth grade, I had to put my nose in the circle on the chalkboard that was like 1.5 inches above, my height.
Oh boy.
Because I talked a lot. So yeah, and you're standing there in front of the whole class with your nose on the chalkboard.
Oh yeah. That's embarrassing. But
Yeah.
It's a good punishment.
No, it didn't stop me from talking.
Oh. So Terry had said that she had seen it wasn't a pretty sight what she saw when she was going to school, that they would spank in front of the other kids,
No.
The principal would come down to the classroom, take you out of the classroom, and do the paddling right outside the classroom.
No.
She says at hers that there was they would pull their pants down, put them over their desk, and paddle them.
What if you were commando that day?
That would hurt.
I mean, I never went commando as a kid, but I'm sure my sons did.
I think that boys would tend to at times, you know.
Terry says
Oh, wow.
it was barbaric.
John says that they in the 70s broke a kid's arm while paddling them. That's why they outlawed that.
Oh my gosh.
Get your hand back there, it's gonna get
That's
hit
what-
by wood.
Oh no, the girls got their skirts pulled up. That's bad because modesty, and you don't know if you're in grade school. If you know, that would be scarring.
Yeah. Too bad they didn't have you know, where parents could sue people for that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Well, I said that that's why, you know, it's like you better call me if they've done something that bad.
Yeah.
Or the cameras.
Yeah.
Terry says with the ruler, they would disgrace the kids. Rulers doubled up with rubber bands. Wow. I remember getting popped with that ruler.
I was a good kid. I never
I got in trouble.
got in trouble.
I got in trouble because I talked too much. And then one day my dad got enough of it. And after that, I didn't talk in school anymore.
Yeah. I didn't talk to, I mean, I talked in school, but I didn't talk during class. But during our time, you know, like graduation would have been the year 1974.
Yeah.
It was passing notes. And boy, I was good at passing notes. We all learned how to pass notes.
Yeah, I never passed notes because I was always worried that if I got caught, then my dad would get a phone call and I knew what would happen. So I didn't do it.
Well, what's bad is the teacher, if you did get caught, a lot of times the teacher would read it out loud. And it would be embarrassing.
Yeah.
Do you
Because
like
I used to
me?
see him
Yes, I
pass
like
notes,
you.
but I wouldn't say nothing, you know.
That's how we found out if somebody liked us, you know.
Yeah.
You have to pass a note. I like
That
you,
was
right? Yes or
that
no?
was the technology of the day back then.
Okay, Terry, that explains it. She says the teachers were nuns. They were disciplinarians back then in the parochial schools.
Wow. Robin says, hello, Katie, Myra, and Sherry.
Hello, Robin.
How you doing, Robin? I don't even know how we got on this subject.
Yeah. It was
Memory.
memories, talking about grandparents and whether or not they. It was you. The switch.
Yeah.
See if this will come on yet.
Did you know that you could this when we were in middle school, there was this girl that was bullying me and my sister all the time. And one day Cheryl says, you know what? We're going to catch her off campus and deal with her.
Oh no.
And I'm like, you know, this is not a good idea. She says, I don't care. So we waited for her to cross the road across the street from the school. Do you know we got suspended anyway?
Wow.
Even though it did not happen on campus. And I told Cheryl, I said, see, I told you this was not a good idea.
It's a 10.1.
10.1? Okay, let me write.
So I got bullied by a girl in, I'm going to call it middle school, but it was junior high back in the day. And we were in Anchorage, Alaska, and this was in 1972 when Afro pics were real popular. And this girl and her friends all had Afro pics, if you hear me. And back then, ninth grade was not high school. So we had 7th, 8th, and 9th in this junior high. And I walked from English to math with Keith and Tyrone. And so nothing, they weren't my boyfriends, they were 9th grade boys, and they were my friends. And I just walked every day down the hall with them. Well, this girl decided she didn't like me walking with her man, Tyrone. And so she circled me after school with all her friends, and they were poking me with those Afro picks. And
That's terrible.
That's not cool.
Keith and his brother, his older brother, who was in high school, came along on base and saw what was happening and got me in the car and got me out of that situation. But somebody told the principal, and the principal called our dads. Well, my daddy was a master sergeant. Can you guess what her daddy was?
Something similar.
Don't tell me that it was higher up.
Oh, he was a colonel. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this white master sergeant and this black colonel. Now, back in the 70s, it still mattered, but I was raised as a military kid, so I didn't know. I didn't see white Keith and black Tyrone. I saw 2 cute 9th grade boys that I could walk with. My parents didn't raise us to see color. I mean, obviously I knew, but it just wasn't an issue. So I was in absolute shock when those girls, I mean, I've never been bullied and I've never had anybody be mean to me.
They thought they thought you were going on over into their territory. They didn't want you to, you know?
Sounds like it.
But anyway, all's well that ends well. She got in a lot of trouble and I didn't, and her dad made her apologize, and
well, that's good.
The dad shook hands, and luckily
at least they didn't get in a fight, you know.
The colonel was not in my dad's squadron, so you know that was real good. So it's not like my dad had to salute him every day or anything. So
yeah.
Anyway, I think that really was the only time I've ever been afraid, because I didn't know what they were going to do, and I'd never been in a fight. I mean,
how many girls were there? How many?
There were probably 5 or 6 or 7. I mean, I was circled. And
sounds like a mean. Yeah, it's like
I would have peed my pants. I would have peed my pants. I know I would have. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really scary. I wasn't even afraid when I walked in San Francisco after dark trying to find the cable car to go back downtown from the wharf. I don't get afraid, but I was afraid that day. I didn't know what was going to happen to me. And I was thinking, please don't poke out my eyes. Please don't poke out my eyes.
I can't even imagine. They must have been pretty doggone when they do stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, it's that group mentality, you know. I mean, kids do that. They get in a group. It doesn't matter what.
It's like
Well, it doesn't matter what culture you're from. All cultures do that. Kids.
The responsibility of your actions is dispersed through the 5 or 6. It's not one person having to take responsibility for hitting you.
Yeah,
they shared in it, so they didn't have to share guilt.
No, they did not. Only she did.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's okay. I wasn't out for, I just wanted them to leave me alone because I wasn't doing anything. I didn't like her boyfriend. I just was walking down the hall.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have to do anything but just look at someone and they think you did something wrong.
That's what can happen in school.
But we were real blessed being military kids. That anything cultural clashes rarely ever happened. Ethnic, rarely. I mean, that's the only time.
The military, they were united. They were family.
Right, usually, but she didn't get the message.
She probably thought you were just some white girl she could pick on.
You know, and what's so funny is at Thanksgiving and Christmas, because my dad was a master sergeant and had a lot of young airmen working under him. We never knew at Thanksgiving or Christmas how many exactly we were feeding, and we didn't know who we were feeding, and we didn't know what culture they came from. You know, we just what ethnicity they might be, and because it didn't matter to my
Right.
mom and dad. That's just the way it was, you know, and I just love that. I love a big, huge Thanksgiving, and my kids to this day will bring an extra. You know, if we're having a family dinner, they'll bring an extra if they want to without even asking or telling me, and it's great.
Yeah, you always have extra food. It's like one year, it was last year, at Thanksgiving, my grandson was in the Marines, and he was done, came home. Well, he had two buddies. One was still in the Marines and one was done. And so they came, his two buddies came to Thanksgiving at our house. It was nice to have them all there.
Yeah.
The chat is quiet.
We've shocked him with our.
I know. I'm sorry if I traumatized
I
anyone.
don't
we didn't.
I think they're just listening to our story.
They are, because we got some stories, girls and guys.
Yeah.
We can tell you some stories.
And I bet they all have some, but it's too hard to type them.
I know.
Thank you, Robin.
Mhm.
I remember one time when we moved to Christmas, Florida, we had to catch this bus, and my two sisters were going to a different school than I was. I was going to, because I was in I guess the fifth or sixth, must have been the sixth grade. And we were all on the same bus though. And the bus driver was hassling Cheryl. And so when she made the next bus stop to pick up kids, Cheryl and Karen got off the bus. And the lady was yelling at them to get back on the bus. And Cheryl says, "You're not going to tell me what to do. I'm going home." So when the bus got to the school, they hauled me off into the principal's office because I didn't get off the bus. Because the last time I got sidetracked somewhere, I never forgot what happened. So I wasn't going to be one. No, I wasn't doing that. And so mom and dad come up to the school and says, "Where's your sisters at?" I don't know. They got off at that bus stop and said they were going home. So they took me out of school to go hunt them, and we found them, but they had gotten almost all the way home by themselves.
Wow. How old were they?
Cheryl was in the fourth grade and Karen was in the third.
Oh, I bet you that scared your parents.
Oh, yep.
And
boy.
Unless they knew that they knew their way home. You know, and it was.
Yeah, we did. But and my dad's like, "Why didn't you go with him?" I'm like, "Why would I want to get another beating like the last time you gave me getting sidetracked? No, thank you." I tried to tell Cheryl to stay on the bus. Cheryl had a fiery temper. She still does. She was just like our dad. She'd get just fired up about something. So she stayed in more trouble than I did. I just stayed in trouble because I talked too much. Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Teresa.
Hey, Teresa, welcome. Did you get lots of berries?
Yeah, I did.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think I got at least a gallon.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm pooped. I'm tired.
Helen, to answer your question, this is from the 1000 block book. So if you want the pattern, you'll have to buy the book. Because I can't just outright give you it. But you can look at my drawing and probably figure it out.
Who are you talking to?
Helen.
Oh.
She says, Helen says, Katie, I love your block and the colors are great together. Is that a pattern you can share? Yeah, it came out of this book right here, Helen. And I've been doing these blocks every other week out of this book. Robin says, what are Sherry and Myra working on?
I'm writing it down here. Kind of showed a little bit. It's what I'm working on is hand stitching, and it is English paper piecing. And you take the hexagons with papers in the back, and then it forms the hexagon shape out of your fabric. And then you just hand stitch them together, and you put a big one. Let me see if I can bring this down.
Here, let me spotlight you two to help.
This is the big one I'm working on.
It's coming along. Wow, you've done a lot.
Yeah, it's, let me see.
Last time I saw it, you were still in smaller pieces.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get it up here a little bit better. So I got one section that I had put together.
Wow, you have done a lot. Dang.
Beautiful.
I want to,
Wow.
I guess I should learn how to do at least a little bit of that.
That's all scraps or little pieces. Or
Yeah.
you know what I wish I had done is some people I have, but I'm going to start doing it, is some of the customers that I finish their quilts with.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times they have just a little bit of fabric on the sides that they couldn't do binding out of it or anything. If it's that small, then I could keep it and do one of these, like out of their quilts that I had quilted.
Yeah.
Or I could ask them for a small piece. And I thought, dang. Then the quilt has even more history, you know?
Yep.
Yeah,
You want
well,
to,
that's pretty
when
cool.
when I do the next tour guiding in Great Greenland, I'll pick up a ball. They used this, what was left over of the sealskin, which was the size of those hexagons. They sewed them together and made little mini soccer balls.
Oh, how cute.
I should buy one and bring it home so you guys can see what it looks like. It's super cute.
Okay, Helen says she understood. And then what's Myra working on?
Hang
Oh,
on.
you can.
It's off now.
Okay, thank you.
And Teresa, are you planning on working on something?
Yeah, I'm going to cut out the borders for that quilt that's been hanging up on the wall.
Okay. That quilt top's pretty. So I've been getting some feedback the last couple of lives that they think I should use the yellow for binding on that quilt.
On which quilt?
On my magnolia.
Oh, yeah. That'd be pretty. Isn't it something how you used more than I used the background in one fabric and you used more fabric and how they look so different?
It's just because I added those pops of color is what made it look different.
I know.
It's
but
funny.
I mean, I like it.
Yeah, it gives it a totally different effect.
Yeah.
If I'd just stuck to the two colors, you wouldn't have seen that. And you know me. I wanted something else in it.
John says, hi, Teresa.
Hi, John. Hi, Robin.
Robin says, Sherry. Oh, she's working on hexagon. Where are you at on the how many you've got done? She says she's working on 3/4 inch hexagon quilt, but she's got tons of pieces done already. Wait a minute, Myra. Let me spotlight you, please. Okay, this is what Myra's
Oh,
working on.
I love that quilt.
That is coming out so good. Look at how good it looks.
I know she does good.
Beautiful.
Very
Yeah, it's
perfect.
impressive.
Very nice.
And those little what did you call those little squares again?
Cornerstones.
Yeah,
Cornerstones.
the little cornerstones. They really making it look great.
And wait till we get the little
Oh, yeah, you had extra blocks. Did you
The
say?
Yeah, but
the pink hearts. Yes, I have 4 extra. One is a chicken, one is a tree, one is a bear, and one is a swan, I think,
you
or a
could use
duck.
those on the back.
No, they're going on the 4 corners of the 4-inch
That's
border.
right. Yeah, that's right. You said you were going to put cornerstones up
I
there.
think that would be so cool.
So those
Yeah.
are called corner blocks, I think. Stones are the little bitty ones, and I think when they're big, they're called corner blocks. I don't know.
They're whatever you decide to call them.
Yeah, you can call them whatever you want to. I don't know what the proper name is for them anyway. So, you know, there's that.
Okay, now I see Robin's thing where she says she was working on 3/4. I haven't gone to that, but I would like to work on a smaller one.
Robin
or
says she
on
was
different
135. Well, someone has thousands of them done already. Who was doing that one?
Well, it might be Robin because she says she's working on all her hexies before she puts them together.
Yeah,
I have
something
to-
about she had 10,000 to make or something.
Wow, I have to have instant gratification.
I can't even, my mind doesn't even comprehend 10,000 little tiny, yikes.
Now then you can really go small with your scraps.
Yeah.
If you're doing 3/4, you could, what is it? 2. You could go 2. If you're really good, you could go 2-inch square. But with me, I'm not so as good. So I make my I have a 1-inch hexie. And so I make my I cut mine like at 2 3/8 over 2.5 because I'll run out of fabric to try to fold it over.
Yep. Look how close we're getting to getting this together, y'all. We're getting
That
closer.
is, that's pretty.
I'm fixing to go press it one more time, and then we're going to start hooking up the 3 rows.
Robin says so far today she's covered 135. Robin, are you do you hand tack them the fabric on, or do you use glue based? I'm just curious. I've done both.
Robin says that's gorgeous, Myra.
It is.
Thank you. Thanks, y'all.
Robin says 12,500 hexagons.
Yeah, I thought it was her. See there?
Is that how many she needs to make total, or is that how many she has made so far?
I don't know. Robin, can you answer that question?
Here's the one I made making.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's beautiful.
I like that.
Cute.
Tracy,
Wow.
is that hand sewn?
Yeah, hand sewn.
You like to hand sew, don't you, Myra? You said you would like to do this then.
Well, no, because I'm not. No,
That's pretty.
No. Because I'm not consistent enough for something like that. Yeah, no.
It's pretty forgiving.
So she says. Oh, did I tell y'all? Do you know what yo-yos are?
Yeah.
So I was at a yard sale, and this woman had sacks and sacks and sacks of yo-yos for like next to nothing. And
wow.
And so the fabric was already cut. It was already sewn. It was already in yo-yos. And I was like, oh my good gosh, Yes, somebody's done all the work. I just have to figure out what I want to do with it and how to put them together. So I have sacks of those too.
Yeah, you just tack those if you want. You can, just put two together and do a little tacking
Right.
stitch.
And then I thought if I put just a backing so my toe wouldn't go through it,
Right.
that without even any, that would be a very nice summer quilt.
That would be. Yeah, that would be, you scored there.
Well,
I
just
did.
thought, look,
What?
this looks off. Well, no, it won't when I sew the 1/4 inch on here. I was about to say that looks off, but it's not.
Robin says she has over 6,000 done, and so it's the total that she needs to make is so she's halfway there.
Wow, good for you, Robin.
How long have you been working on this project, Robin? Yeah, it intrigues me. What's nice about this too, you don't have to make a quilt. You can do little mug rugs, or you don't have to. You can do something that you can see the finished product, like this. If I did this and I if I did two of them together and stitched them, maybe I would put batting between it. Then I could hand stitch it, or I could go along with my sewing machine, 1/4 inch, and stitch.
That's beautiful.
Then I could have a mug rug. I think the 1/4 inch using your sewing machine sounds pretty good. If you're doing a mug rug, you don't have to be that perfect,
Yeah.
Hey, it may be a Christmas gift for my neighbors.
There you go.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
I'm set.
Hey, I could use those yo-yos for mug rugs for all my family.
Yes, you could.
Ooh, ah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a plan.
And Mother's got like 10,000 washcloths.
Oh, that'd be perfect for.
I don't know why she has so many washcloths, but I mean, she's got a lot of washcloths in this house, and it's only her.
Maybe
I
she
never
has,
got rid of any.
maybe
Or
she has
people, she got them
finish.
for Christmas. Oh, let's get her some towels for Christmas.
I don't know, but I think it's the generation, because when my husband's grandmother died, she had a whole slew of towels and washcloths too.
Wow. Now,
So-
would you use the towels like as a batting or as a backing and be done?
No, I think I would use them as a batting
Uh-huh.
for the absorption, and then put something on the back.
That'd be
just
good.
put a different one on the back.
Yeah. I think that'd be cute. You have to do a mock-up just to see what you think.
Yeah, I might.
You do them square.
Yes,
like
if I did 3, 3, and 3, that would just be square.
yeah,
Well, 3, 3, yeah, 9.
9, yeah.
Because these yo-yos are only, they're a little bit bigger than 50-cent pieces. They're not huge.
So you probably have a 4.5 to 5 inch mug rug, which is no different than this.
Right.
Because this is 2, 4, 6. This is 6 inches across. But I guess we better get started on Christmas here.
Carrie,
Yes.
let's see. Robin says she doesn't know she don't know. She started it and then got really sick for about 9 months. And now she's been working on it for about a month again. And then Terry says she is sewing a hexie quilt freehand, no cardboards, random. It is
Ooh.
on my channel in a short, just showing the progress. So now we're going to have to go check that out.
I will do that. Check out So Terry. Hey, drop your link.
Yeah, type exclamation selfie to share your channel, Jerry.
Does that know to pick it up? If she has a channel?
Well, we know her.
I programmed the bot so
Yeah.
that if somebody types in exclamation selfie, it will share their channel link.
Mm-hmm. Like, let's say I do mine.
How did you know to do that?
Oh, somebody told her.
Sean,
Aw.
when I don't know how to do something, I'm like, Sean, how do I do this? And he shows me.
I can grab that video. Oh, great. She can grab that. Oh, right. She can grab the video. That'd be better yet.
Because I don't have her programmed into the bot where I can just type exclamation Terry. I haven't done that yet. But
Yeah.
if I do like exclamation Sherry, you see, I got myself locked out of the bot right now until I figure out how to get back in it because of stupid Advest has got me locked out of it.
I did this for Myra to see, and I just remembered she can't see the chat.
Oh, she just shared it anyway. Yeah, see, and it's going to show it again because I just did the same thing.
Yeah.
As a moderator or a channel, if you put it in your bot, you can also tell it to share.
You guys, let me see. You can click on So Terry's link here that she has put. You won't go out of this chat. You'll go into Google.
Did
and
you
what
hear
you can?
to 1,000?
Oh yeah, look.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, that's beautiful.
That's So Terry's.
Awesome.
Wow.
That looks
Wow.
great. She says,
has
oh, my
wonderful-
boy Sebastian's in the video.
Yeah, she has a wonderful channel because she does a lot of things. She does sewing machines and everything, huh? Repairs, rebuilds.
Yep.
Now I gotta re-find you. I gotta re-find you on my.
She says, it will just open another window. Thank you so much.
Yep. There you are. Yeah, she's worth checking out if anybody hasn't ever checked her out.
Yeah, if you've not been over there, y'all hop over there and share some love.
Oh, and congratulations. I hear that she made her 1,000 subscribers.
She did. Congratulations on that one. That is a good achievement.
Oh, wow. Congratulations, Terry.
She says she has a squirrel channel, meaning she does a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Hey, that's what keeps it interesting, I think, sometimes.
Oh, I hope everybody's been having a great day. And I have my, oops, sorry. I was going to tell, you guys want to know how close I am to hitting 500 videos?
Try one.
Hang on, I'm going to tell you. I hadn't looked in the last, because I think it's been, I am up to 487 now.
Wow.
Can you believe that? I'm like, how do I have almost 500 videos?
I know it adds up and you don't even know it.
Yep. I got an email from John the other day, and the first sentence says, "Girl, you're burning up the lives lately. What is up with that?"
Shirley's in here from Alaska. She says, hi,
Hey,
everyone.
Shirley, it's good to see you.
What's the weather like in Alaska?
I bet it's hot up there too.
Yeah.
Hey, what was your temperature today and yesterday, Shirley?
Okay, Terry, we'll see you shortly again.
Yeah, somebody... Is she leaving?
No, she's got food in the oven.
Food in the oven.
She says she'd be right back. I
just
mean,
saw
if we talk to her and she's not answering, then we know why.
Yeah, we know why. Yep.
Rain is Shirley, is it, what's the temperature?
Yeah, we want to know what the temp is because yesterday I had 72 degrees here in South Greenland. Well, here in my town. Today it's a little bit cooler because we've had, well, now it's not because the sun finally came out. But earlier today it was just a cloud cover going on.
That's tough when you have you're in your mostly daylight hours. Then it's
Yeah, I mean my life's
warmer.
going on and it's all bright on this side. That's why I have this I don't know, I forget, it's a Roman shade or whatever the heck you call it, hanging from the ceiling. Because if I didn't, it would fade all of my pictures on the wall and my mandala.
Let's
and
see.
I don't want the sun hitting my mandala.
Yesterday, the day before was in the mid 70s. Today, rain and 53. Andrea, she's put in, she says, if you do exclamation weather, which I think you did that before, Katie.
Yeah, I've got the bot program to do that.
Yeah, it says George is 87. I know we had like 97 and they figured that in Raleigh, which I'm 20 minutes away from Raleigh, would get up to be 100.
Yeah, she had temperatures like we had yesterday, and then today's 50s. Yeah, and we're in the 50s right. Well, now it's warmed up. Yeah, we're sitting at around 50 right now.
You guys are pretty close to.
Yeah. I think she might be kind of up there in that altitude like I am. But Nikolai said that up there where they're at, he said that yesterday and the day before it was really hot up there. Like you never hear him complain that it was hot.
Well, he has to have that suit on.
Yeah, they wear those I forget what they're called, but he's always got one on.
That would be hot. It's like,
but it keeps them from getting wet.
Did you hear what I told you earlier? That you needed to get your ice pick and go out to the iceberg.
Yeah. Yeah, and I made the comment, I don't have any ice to do that with.
I know. That's when I said go to the iceberg.
Oh yeah, get an iceberg. Yep, yeah, I need a boat
and chip some. I know, because it's all melted around your area.
There's actually 3 icebergs down there, but I need a boat to get to them.
Wouldn't that be illegal?
No.
You could chip it.
Yes, if you want to risk your life.
Yeah.
Why?
It's risky because if you're too close with your boat, you can only see the top, what's above the water. So if the bottom half of it is stalled out enough or splits apart enough, it could just, before you even have warning, it can flip. Most of the time you hear it cracking and you're like, let's get the heck out of the way. But there has been people that was too close and maybe a piece fell off the top of it, right on top of them, you know.
Wow.
So it's dangerous. That's why you're told not to be pulling your boat up next to a really flat one. Because sometimes we get these really big ones that are flat, but they're like 10. They're probably about 10 meters tall, maybe. They're really tall, but they're flat. And you can pull up your boat up next to it and you can climb up and stand on top of it. And it's the size, sometimes they're the size of 2 or 3 football fields. And they've been told, don't be getting up there because you never know when it might split right down the middle and you're going to get sucked down in with it.
Let me see. Somebody has, they're checking out their weather here. They're checking out the exclamation weather.
Yep. I can tell you that when one splits, it sounds like thunder, and then you hear this rush of wind, like it sounds almost like a tornado sound, but it's different. And then you see the water churning, and when it goes to moving, it makes all this sound at the same time.
That'd be scary.
It's extraordinary, but it's scary at the same time. You don't know, you know, nature is so powerful. And people, sometimes do risky behavior and get hurt on them things. Look,
There you go. Elk City has temperatures at 84 Fahrenheit, 29 Celsius, 23% humidity. Indiana. Elk City, Indiana.
Elk City, Idaho.
Idaho. Sorry. Yeah, Indiana is IN. Where's the O? I need the O there.
Teresa, what are you working on?
Just getting the borders ready for the quilt that's been hanging up.
Teresa, you're pretty warm in that area.
Yeah, it's the last couple of days has been really warm, and actually it feels more like 90.
Yeah,
it's coming together. You see it?
Mhm.
It's coming
Pretty warm.
together.
pretty.
It's exciting.
That top piece on there, and then it's going to be all ready to show off. If I can get all the darn threads off of it.
And it's really warm upstairs here.
It's hot in here too. I want to go open the doors, but the mosquitoes will go flying in.
So pretty, Sherry.
Shirley had asked what we were working on, so I put it up. Yeah, we had said earlier, I'm doing
You want me
hexes.
to spotlight you again?
Nah, I think we're good. A hexagon shapes done into grandmother's flower garden. And I am going for a quilt size, but just kind of. So it's hand sewing. And Myra, you can show them yours. Yours is really nice. It's Shirley that wants to know.
All right, Shirley, hang on. Ugh.
Are you starting on the next row too, Myra?
Well, how long are you gonna be here?
I don't know. I don't even know what time it is.
She's on a roll.
I'm on a roll right now. I've only been on 2 hours in, and I'm not going to stop until I get this block made. So there's that.
That's Myra's quilt that she's been working on.
Wow, it looks great. You got 3 rows done now.
Did you needlepoint those? Is that cross stitched the centers or the blocks fabric?
Oh no, this is printed.
Okay, it looks cross stitched from when you have it back like that.
Yeah, no, it's printed. I just saw it for $3, this panel laying in a thrift store, and it was just so cute with the the little bears and the Noel, and then
Yep.
the duck. I don't know. What really got me, I love the Rocky Horse. I don't know if y'all can see it, and the
Yeah, they're seeing
chicken.
It all looks vintage.
Exactly. It's just so cute. It's so me.
Shirley says it's very pretty, Myra. And
Thank you.
so Terry says looks great.
it
Shirley
does. It
says
looks
pretty.
wonderful.
Yep, they're
You're doing a super job with it, sissy.
oh yeah, I like it.
My points are really doing well. My cornerstones are not lining up with my sashing as well as I would want, but I'm really proud of my points there.
This is your first quilt. Look how good it looks.
Yep.
Thanks. Y'all are very kind.
We're being honest here.
Honest.
We wouldn't tell you a lie.
Well, it's not going to go hang in Paducah, but it's okay. It'll be great over my knees.
Doesn't have to look like Paducah. It just has to look the way you want it to look.
Yep.
Have you been to Paducah?
I have 3 times.
I want to go to Paducah, man. I want to go see I want to go see the darn batiks. That's what I want to go there for.
I've
Have
been
you
there
talked about the
twice.
museum,
when they-
Sherry?
Huh?
The museum, the quilt museum in
yeah.
Paducah? Yeah, I've been 3 times.
Okay, I've been there twice, and there was a show going on, so we took a bus tour down, and we went. And of course,
Did
there's
you
so much
guys-
to see outside that show, you know.
Right, right.
And the
Did you guys-
fabrics at Hancock's is
Yeah.
I never have been to the Hancocks in Paducah.
oh,
Girl, you need to go
you've
there.
been there 3 times and you haven't been to. No, it overwhelms you in one way. The front is the retail, and the back is more of the sell. Like you can get more sell fabric and that
Mhm.
fabric that is on sale, I guess. But let me see.
Katie,
So
I think you have Myra on
Oh,
big
sorry.
screen.
Thanks for reminding me.
I'm on what?
I
Oh,
still had you on spotlight.
Oh, no, don't.
so Terry said that she would like to do an attic window, but she's looking for the right panel to do that. To where you take a panel and then you cut
I
it
do
up.
know.
Did you know there's a quilting museum in Carrollton?
Texas?
No, where Thomas is at.
Georgia. No, I did not know that.
Yep. So when I go next time, I'm going to make sure I take time to go see it.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't have time last time because it was all rushed.
Do any of y'all, I'm sorry, do any of y'all remember Gilberg's Fabrics?
No.
Well, in the 70s, the late 70s, they had a fabric store here in Panama City called Gilberg's. And my mother sewed a lot back then. And every time I walked in there, the dyes from the fabric gave me an intense headache.
Oh my.
Wow.
I don't know I don't know where their fabric came from, but I was afraid to go in fabric stores for a long time because, I mean, we're talking about ice picks through the forehead.
They might have used formaldehyde in their process. I'm not sure, but
I don't know, but no other fabric store ever did that to me. But man,
wow.
I'll never forget that. It was like, Mom, please let me sit in the car. Please let me sit in the car.
When I went to pick up my medicine from the hospital today, I was sitting down. We have to sit and wait in line to get to our medicine from the dispensary. And someone must have been wearing perfume because my chest got all tight, and I'm like, uh-oh, gonna have an asthma attack.
Did you have you used your inhaler carrier? Your carrier for your inhaler?
Yeah, actually I have.
I wondered
It
if
took
it
me a
worked
little
out.
while to figure out how to get the bottom of it to work.
I know.
That was interesting, but I finally figured it out. But thank you for that.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention it.
Sorry. I'll just type it.
Andrea says Soft Squares has their panels on sale for 50% off through the end of the month with the code panel50. She got several panels. One is of an old barn.
Ooh,
She is going to make a window pane quilt with it.
that would be beautiful.
I'm almost got this thing pinned.
What was the company that has stuff on sale?
Soft Squares.
Soft squares.
Soft.
Yeah,
Square.
like a soft
Yeah.
square.
Yeah.
I haven't ordered from them before. I don't even know if I looked it up.
I interviewed Lynn because she also quilts.
So if you guys need 108-inch batting, I'm just going to give a shout out to Quilted Twins because they have it for like, used to be $12.99 a yard, but now I think they've gone up to 14 in the 5 years I've known them. And they've got a slew of choices.
108 wide. That's not bad.
Yeah.
That store is so big, Sherry.
Mhm.
They have one heck of a section of batiks.
So do we have to warn them when you come into town?
Actually,
Warning, Katie's arriving.
I had to behave.
Clear the aisles.
Myra will tell you, I really was very frugal about my money because I had to make everything stretch.
Well, you didn't know where you wanted to spend it.
Yeah, I only spent, let's see, at QuiltCon, I think I spent $50 or $60 at the most. I think so I spent. And as far as buying fabric on the shop hops, I think when I totaled it up, I spent $150, something like that. And that was out of 75 stores.
Wow.
Believe me, there was 2 stores. If I'd have been rich, I'd have bought every darn boutique they had in there. Because they had this one place, they had so much of it. It was like crazy. It's like, I want some. And then there's one place we went to, can't remember the name of it, but they had one room, and when you walked in the room, it was the business was inside of a house. So this was like a bedroom. Half of it was all tulip pink, and every tulip pink line there was sitting in that room.
Wow.
And on the other half of it was all Cape facet. I never in my life seen so much Cape and Tula under one place in the same room.
Yeah, the John Andrea was saying about the panels and that she's been looking for the John Deere tractor for a long time. Hasn't been able to find one. Other kind of tractors, but not
No.
You know what? If I go to Iowa, and I'm going to Iowa, if I have a chance, which I don't know because I'm only going to be there for a few days, to go into a quilt shop, I can find out if they have about the John Deere.
Look on
panel with the tractor.
Look on Quilted Twins website because they have, I think, over 10,000 panels.
Oh, then they would have it if anybody.
So they probably have it. Or is it 6,000? But anyway, it's in the thousands, literally. And so go look on their website. And for stateside, they do a bulk rate for shipping. I don't remember. I don't even want to say. I want to say I thought it was $6, but don't quote me. I could be so wrong. And I don't get a kickback. I just love them. And when I get to live in my own home, I'm only 15 minutes from them. So yeah, I do sit and sew in their classroom on Tuesdays quite often. Well, not as often as I'd like. Obviously, I'm here, but yeah.
Is there a quilt shop there where you're at?
No, not at all. We used to have St. Andrews Bay quilt shop, but it closed down before Hurricane Michael, and nobody's ever reopened. So the closest quilt shop to me is in Marianna, Florida, which is where I go the second Tuesday of every month from with the Featherweight Quilting Group, or the Featherweight Sewing Group, whatever. Anyway, but yeah, no, it's called Cookies. It's in Marianna, which is just under, it's like 45 minutes from here.
Myra, what was the name of the place where you got the panels?
Quilted Twins.
Quilted Twins.
And they
Shirley.
do ship pretty fast. I've ordered once through them, and they're very quick. And I forgot. I don't know. I probably ordered $80 worth of stuff, but they gave a really nice gift bag. I mean, there was a jelly roll in it. There was a fat quarter. There was a pattern, and then there was fabric to make a tote bag free.
That's
They
what they, well, it's because you bought over $50. That's what they do at the end of the shop hop every year.
Oh,
For the shop hop, if you come in and spend $10 or $20, I forget which, they give you that bag.
okay.
And then after the shop hop every year, they have a online sale that if you buy, like $50, they'll send that bag to you.
Yeah, it
So,
was really good. I thought, whoa.
yeah, it is nice. They're awesome people, and most of the people that work there are related to one another. It's like the twins in the name are Rachel and Becky, and oh my word.
Can you see that? Ooh, that's pretty. Wow, that turned out really nice.
I love it.
Wow. Nice.
And one of the twins is a missionary. She and her husband are missionaries to Poland.
Oh, okay.
But she's the one that does all the patterns, and they have a lot of free patterns on their website. And she does that's Becky, and she does the patterns, and she makes a lot of the quilts.
Wow. Have to
Robin
check.
says Marshall Dry Goods has 108 fabrics
You mean batting?
or 10 or 108. I don't know. Is it? She says material. I'm assuming that's fabric.
Well, I think were you Myra, were you talking about fabric or batting at 108 inches?
The word I used was backing, BACK.
Oh,
Backing.
So
Okay.
fabric.
My hearing aids aren't working.
So fabric.
It's backing. Yep, backing. That's a good price.
I thought so.
That is, because now I'm backing retail at a quilt store.
And it's quality quilt
Yeah.
material.
It's like $21 to $23 a yard.
Yeah.
Now you can get it cheaper, but at a local quilt shop, yeah, that's a good price.
Sis, that's beautiful. I love it.
Thank you. Someone was. Pat said she had to stop because her back's hurting her.
Oh, sorry.
I hope you get to feeling better. My pain levels have been extraordinarily bad today. You may not notice it because I'm ignoring it right now, but
Andrea says she just Lisa Deb is how I found them. Yes.
yeah, because I've heard Mona mention
Oh yeah,
a couple times.
Deb really loves them.
And I had told her that I'd been in the store when I was doing the Florida shop hop.
Is that backwards?
No, we can see it. Perfect.
It says Quilted Twins Fabric Warehouse, Dade City, Florida.
And the thing is, they have really weird hours because they do probably more online business than they do.
Here, let me spotlight that.
Than
so
they do
screenshot it if they want. Hold on a minute.
walk-in business.
Here, now everybody can see it.
Oh, now that looks backwards to me, but it's not
It's
backwards.
not. It's not backwards to us.
Go
But you need to lift it up. Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Whoa. Come back. There you go. Perfect. Now just stay there about 15 minutes and let's see how long your arm is.
Give you guys a chance. And I'm going to flip it over because they have a Facebook group and they have their telephone number here too. And well, Myra's shops there. I've ordered fabric. Their service, I got my fabric really quick.
Yeah.
It didn't take maybe 4 days.
Yeah, they stay on top of it. They, that shop, other than church and their family, that shop is their life. So they're just neat people. They're very, very sweet people.
Andrea says she's excited because her first clue for the cotton cuts, I don't know what PMQ stands for sure.
Puzzle mystery
Mystery
quilt.
quilt. It was shipped today, so she's excited. So she's got something new to work on.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Teresa, that's looking so beautiful.
Thank you.
Hey, John, I'm going to answer your email after the live. So this is block number 13, Starburst. And it's from page 339 if you have the book. So 2 weeks from today, we are going to do the Starburst, which is block number, it'll be block number 14 for us, but the book number for it is not Starburst, I'm sorry, Starcross. Starcross is number 555 and it's on page 285, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So 2 weeks from today, we will be working on this one because this one was the second most voted one on. And it'll be this one.
That's cute as it can be.
Oh, that is. I like the colors.
Yep. So this will be fun to play with too. So that'll be what we'll do 2 weeks from today. Andrea says, I just got the tulip pink colorway called Luna Tide. This is her first one. Yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to, since I've been doing the Moda thing on Thursdays and we haven't done the channel quilt so long this past Thursday, we are going to be doing it tomorrow. So if you want to sew on yours, bring yours with you. And I think I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do a display so we can start discussing how we want to set the blocks up row by row. I don't know, maybe I can mount it up here on this blind and turn the camera around. I don't know, I'll get it figured out before I start the live tomorrow. Teresa, how you doing on your border?
I'm working on it. It's coming along.
Shirley says, I am waiting for my PMQs to be shipped. I actually ordered 2 this time. Oh, and I was going to show y'all the stitch it thing. Hang on a second. I'll be right back.
And what time tomorrow, Katie?
4:30, which would be 3:30 your time.
Well, I may not be able to join because I'm going to Shipwreck Island with my 5-year-old grandson and his mama tomorrow. And then then I'm going to go sit with mom for a while. So I probably won't be on tomorrow, okay. But I will catch you on Sunday. 6:30, right?
She must be out of earshot now.
Yeah, it'll be at 3:30 your time.
Sunday?
Oh, Sunday. No, yeah, Sunday will still be at 3:30 your time.
Well, where are you at, Myra?
I'm in Central Florida.
Right now. It wouldn't be 3:30, it'd be 4:30.
Wait a minute, are you home?
No, I'm in Central Florida. So
she's on the East Coast.
No, I'm not.
Panama. Yeah, you're not at home. You're at your mom's. Yeah. Right. So that's 3:30 your time on Sunday as well.
I thought you changed it to 7:30.
It's 7:30 my time. If I did it at 7:30 your time, you know what time it would be my time? Yeah,
No.
we're not doing that.
Oh,
No.
you have done that. You have.
Well, I
I've been-
have when I can't sleep, but I'm
That's
not doing
right.
what we're talking about that time of the night.
No,
So-
I agree. Okay,
so
so
tomorrow is
3:30 on
4:30.
Sunday.
Yeah, 3:30 on Sunday. So yeah, because Sundays we're doing the peace of mind mending pieces once a month. Get a channel discussion, and with it'll be me, Mara, and Danny, and we are going to be talking about stress and anxiety. So we'll be doing that. But I
That'd
wanted
be
to
good.
show you my stitch it kit. So
And if y'all tune in, I may even lead you in a very short little guided imagery for relaxation. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yep. So we'll be having that type of a discussion. Okay. So the Stitch It challenge I'm supposed to be doing with Sean. Of course it didn't happen during the 12-hour. I don't know exactly when Sean Plant and I are going to be doing it, but I'll let you know when I know from him when he has time. But anyway, these are what I'm going to be doing with the challenge. So this is from Callie. This is Coriander Quilts, Callie and Co. And you remember how I was showing y'all that Jolly Bar? This is the whole fabric line of what part of this is from.
Oh,
So these are all pre-cuts. Yeah, there's small triangles, medium triangles, large triangles, squares, and rectangles in these two boxes. But I also ordered a small batik stitch it kit. I already have two other batik stitch it kits. And what I'm going to do is I'm combining them all together, and I'm going to make a really scrappy. When I'm satisfied with getting enough colors, then I'm going to create something from that. So this came in the mail.
Stitch It kit?
Okay, let me show you what it looks like. I'll
Well,
open
then
this
just tell me what it is. It's okay. Just tell me what it is.
A Stitch It kit has pre-cut die cut. I'm really terrible at. They're die cut, so you'll get triangles of different sizes, squares of different size. One size of squares. If you buy a large, you'll end up with two sizes of rectangles, and all you do, it does not come with a pattern. This is where you get to be creative and create your own out of it.
see,
And
that's
it's very easy to do this. I mean, I can give me a minute and I'll show you an example of what I did with a Stitch It kit. Hold on.
that'd be up your alley, Myra, because you don't have to cut it,
Yeah, there's no
and you can design your own pattern.
Okay, so is this the time to admit that I also inherited my dad's AccuQuilt Go?
Oh, give it up, girl.
But I haven't used it except to make 2.5-inch strips or 2.5-inch squares, because I love to do those Christmas trees with the styrofoam cones. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let me show you this. This is from a small stitch. I think this was not the mini. I think this was just a small one. And what I did is, I'm going to move the pieces I haven't sewn together yet. Hold on a minute, because I have blocks up underneath here that I've built out of all of this. So see, I got half square triangles right here made.
No, not the wrong one. I'm
This
running
fabric
out of
is really.
I'm running out of battery power here on my iPad.
So here's two blocks of 9-patch. Well, no, actually it's not a 9-patch because we have rectangles right here. So you can do that with them. You can do this with it. Oops, I don't want to wrinkle this up. So here's some of the examples of my blocks.
Cool.
That is.
And this is no pattern. Here's another one.
Oh, I like that one. I like
See,
the
you just
movement.
play with it. You can just take these triangles and do whatever you want with them. Here's another one.
Fun.
You just be creative.
Be creative. Be creative. No, I was never a cheerleader. Oh, I like that too.
Yep.
That's really special.
Yeah.
That speaks to me. I don't know why.
Someone made a comment. I've shared these 2 or 3 of these blocks on the Cotton Cuts fabric page, and someone made a comment that says, "That's just too busy. How could you just leave it like that?" And I'm like, why are you griping?
It's not her quilt.
I'm like, if you don't like it, mosey on down the road, you know? Why are you telling me you don't like it? I was so proud of it because, it's the first time I've gone outside my little wheelhouse, because this is different. And I was just playing around, and then you post a picture, and then someone's got to say something negative about it. And then later, I guess a couple of days later, Kim saw the comment and she wrote back. She says, you must be having a very bad day or something. But this is what the Stitch It Kit does, is let you get creative as you want to be.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So what you do is you just type in, bless your heart.
I didn't even make a comment back. I was just like, whatever. Someone's
say, thanks for watching.
like, okay, that's about as bad as complaining about my voice.
Somebody's complained about your voice.
More than one person has.
It's like you can really do something about that.
Yeah, it's like, let's buy a $500 mic to fix it,
Well, your volume comes through good.
It wasn't about the volume. They said I sound like I whine all the time. That was the comment.
Well, I think my laugh is very grating because I laugh heartily and loud.
And when the first time I read it, and then I saw it again a second time, I'm like, the first time it really bothered me because I can recall being told that I laugh too much and that I do this too much and I talk too much, and then someone's saying something's wrong with my voice, and I'm like, really? I can't even escape that in my adulthood. But then later I'm like, I am not letting this beat me down.
It was probably the same person going under a different name.
Yeah.
Some grumpy person probably having a bad day. I don't know. And I don't care. I can't please everybody, and I do the best I can with my lives. And
yes, we do.
And I go to other people's channels, and I would never be rude and mean, ever. And
just move on.
Yeah, move on, and even Sean made a comment recently. He said, you're different than you was when you first started this channel. You're not freaking out about stuff, and he's right. I haven't had a meltdown in a really long time. Because, like when especially when technology gets a hold of me and I'm having issues. When I was having issues last week, I don't remember who it was in here, but she said, take a deep breath. Don't let it freak you out or something like that. And I was actually working through the process instead of letting it get me, and I figured out what the problem was, and I fixed it, and we had a live, but it took me a few minutes. So I'm getting better. I'm very happy with where I am right now. Can't be perfect. That's good. But I can do what I can do and be me at the same time.
Yeah.
Sherry says my battery is on my iPad is low, but I'm still being the chat.
Yeah, I don't know where that.
Did you use the cord on the Samsung that goes to your iPad?
No, it's a different one, and it's like I have to find that because both of my chargers are from that other one. It might be over here on this. I'll be back.
Myra, so you'll be gone tomorrow then, right?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell. Oh, I forgot to mention that unless I get a cancellation, which I haven't yet, Janice and Shonda will be on the live tomorrow.
Oh,
because it's the fourth Saturday of the month, and that's usually when we all sew together.
that's
So you know,
nice.
should you do get yourself free, you're welcome to come. Just let me know, and I'll send you a because I sent the email to Teresa too about it, because she thought Teresa said she might be doing berries. I don't know.
She's gonna
Yeah,
make
I know you're right there, Teresa. So all right, guys. Thank you. Well, before I hang up, what did y'all think about the block? I know some of you said that they were pretty, but did you like how it came out? Were you
Yes.
happy with the block? Because it turned
Loved
out to be a good looking little block.
It is.
Really?
She says, now it's time for me to eat. She's
So
very
anyway-
good. Just be quiet.
Anyway, thank you for coming tonight. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you Saturday night, 4:30 Eastern, or it'll be afternoon you guys' time, but still be nighttime my time. Have a great evening. Remember to live, laugh, and love and dream. And what do you do with all of that? You make some.
Great.
Love
Good night.
you guys.
Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye.
Love you all. Bye-bye. Thank you for your
Bye,
prayers,
everyone.
Mama.
Bye, Nora.
Yep, she's being stop.
Bye, sis. Love you.
I love you too. Ouch, Nora.